Okay, so we are going to spend just a couple minutes looking at the lines in the plane questions. Remember this? There were 8 questions. I gave them to you in class. I told you to write some of your own questions based on these. So we're going to go through these and we're going to talk about how to do them in case you forgot. So the first one, from the table given, write a linear equation. Write a linear equation from this table. So we probably want it to look like that, which means all we need is the m and the b. We just need the slope and the y-intercept. So the slope is going to be easy. We notice here, and I don't have to do this for every single one of these. I can pick any 2 points. So here I see that from this value, this one, I'm decreasing by 4 while simultaneously increasing the x value by 1. So y loses 4 while x picks up 1. Remember, slope is rise over run. That means change in y over change in x. This is the rise. This is the run. So the vertical change, the rise, the delta y, that's your -4. The run, the horizontal change, the delta x, that's your +1. So this is, the slope is -4 over 1, which is -4, and that goes right in there. So already we have this much, and now we want to know what is b. Now, there's a couple ways to do this, but actually I see right here, I've got my information. That is the point 0, 6. That is the y-intercept. Because the x value is 0, right, that must be the point that lies on the y-axis. And there can only be one of those on a line. So we have 0, 6. So the y-intercept is 6. So my equation is that. And I hope you can tell my 6 apart from my b here. Okay. That was number 1. Second question, put the equation in slope-intercept form. Okay, so we saw what slope-intercept form was. We want to make this look like this, which means we want y by itself. So we do this, that's 0. Sorry. Careful of your signs. As I divide, I'm dividing by -15 to make a 1. -15, which means y is going to equal +3 here. And then this is, I'll think of that as plus a negative, and then negative over negative is positive. So this becomes plus 5/15 x, which is the same as 1/3 here for the slope. So I can write it this way. That's number 2. Number 3. Librarian salary was $25,000 in 2000 and $27,500 in 2002. So here's the year, here's the salary. And we want to know what is this going to be in 2013, if it's linear, if the salary is linear. So we've got a change of 2, and I saw a lot of you do this one. You basically said, okay, well, if that's 2 years and this much money increase, that means that if we divide, we get the change per 1 year, right? This is the increase in 1 year. And so then we just see how many more years we have, and it's 11 more years. So we just take our annual increase, multiply by 11. What's that going to be? That's by times 11 there. So we have total change. So we just have to add that on. Okay, so that's going to be, what is that? 41,200 250, let me make sure that's right. Yeah, okay. So there's the annual salary. Okay, that's question number 3. Next question, write the equation for the line that is perpendicular to this one, perpendicular to this line, and passing through this point. Okay, so perpendicular line, that means the slope, and here the slope is -6. For the perpendicular line, the slope is the negative reciprocal. So it was -6, or sorry, yeah, it was -6. Now it's going to be +1/6. That's the negative reciprocal. So we have y equals mx plus b. I know that my slope is going to be +1/6, negative reciprocal of -6, which is the slope of my original line. This is the point that it passes through. That's my x, that's my y. These go in here. So -5 equals 1/6 times 2 plus b. And so when I subtract from both sides, I have b equals -5 1/3. So my equation is y equals 1/6x minus 5 1/3. That's question 4. Okay, we're up to question 5. Oh, whoops. Hold on. Okay, continuing on. This is going to be number 5 here. Excuse me. So, write the linear equation for the line shown in the graph. Okay, I better show you guys a graph then. So the graph looks... okay, so what does the graph look like? It goes through this point and this point. Okay. And it's marked on there that this is a point and this is a point. So the linear equation, to get that slope, we just have to look at these 2 points and say this is an increase of 3 and an increase of 2. In other words, for the rise over run, we just have to look at any 2 points and think of the vertical change and then the horizontal change. So that's positive vertical change of 3, positive horizontal change of 2. So this is going to be 3/2. And then this one is just the y-intercept. And we can see that right here. It's -3. So that's not so bad. All right, on to number 6. Graph the line. So we want to graph this line. And it says make a table if you need to. Well, I don't think we'll need to. This should be no sweat. Okay, but we will plot a couple of points. So we'll plot a point at the y-intercept, which is -3. I see this. Plot a point right there at the y-intercept. And then because the slope is 1/2, that's vertical change and that's horizontal change. So that means if we increase by 1 vertically, we increase by 2 then horizontally, and we wind up here. And we can do that again and again and again. And we only need to, and we go the other direction. There. We only need 2 points, but we can really see where the line is going to be now. And I'm just sketching it. I'm using the line tool. So there you go. That's number 6. Okay, getting to the end here is number 7. For the line, for this line right here, let's clean it up. For this line, what are the x and y intercepts? for this line? Well, I'll tell you what. Let's do it this way. The x-intercept occurs when y is 0, and the y-intercept occurs when x is 0. So let's do this one at a time. First, let's make x equal to 0. And we'll find the y-intercept. Y minus 5 equals 3 times negative 10. Add 5. Y is negative 25. So that's the y-intercept. The x-intercept occurs when y is 0. So we would have 0 minus 5. So now we're solving for x. And adding 10. Okay, and I like working in fractions here. So this is 0. I have x equals, this is negative 5/3 plus 10. And we'll just, to make that easier for you, we'll convert that to a mixed number. I don't know if that will make it easier for you. But you'll see if you take away 1, you have 9. You take away 2/3, you have 8 1/3. So this is positive 8 1/3. So that's the x-intercept, and that's the y-intercept. I should probably state it this way. The coordinates of the x-intercept are 8 1/3, comma, 0. And the coordinates of the y-intercept are 0, comma, negative 25. Okay, last one is number 8. Write an equation for the line passing through this point and this point. Okay, so once again, we need slope. Now, you could make a table out of this, but I see I have my y's. And if I go from here to here, I'm going to be losing 8. And I see that these are my x's. And if I go in the same direction, I'm going to be gaining 8. So it's a little confusing how I wrote that. Let me try that again. Here. Losing 8 on the y's. Gaining 8 on the x's. There. That's clearer. Okay. So my vertical change is right here. And that goes on the top of the fraction. This is the horizontal change. That's the bottom of the fraction. So slope is negative 8 over positive 8. That's negative 1. Okay. So I'm this far. Now I can take either point, and I'm going to use this point. My x and my y, plug them in. 2 equals negative 8 times 5 plus the b value. So 2 equals negative 40 plus b, so b must be 42. So my final equation here, and I can check that by subbing in these numbers. If I put negative 3 in here, I get, well, something's wrong. What did I do wrong? This is exciting when I make a mistake, because I like figuring this out. It seems like this is going to be wrong. So if I have, oh, I see the problem. Do you see it? Oh my goodness. Right here. That's not the slope. See, and you know what? I knew I made a mistake because right here I tried subbing this in and I saw it was not going to get me positive 10. So this is wrong. Okay. So really, I have y equals negative 1 times x plus b, and that's even simpler to plug in and solve. I have 2 equals negative 1 times 5 plus b, so b has to be 7. Now we got it. Clean it up. Got it.